I've always enjoyed round one. I've always enjoyed coming here, and I am super glad that they allow us to host this event. It's amazing, and this is a really nice place. I'm glad to see everyone come out for it as well.
And then one of our newest sponsors this year is GeekJack. GeekJack is a Japanese music distributor working with popular VTubers and music creators featuring albums from Homarju, Camellia, Naoki, Shimamura, Relect, Harko Tanoshi, and many other names that you know from rhythm games coming soon. And as part of their sponsorship... Oh, dude, audience is turning up.
The crowd is getting real hyped for this pool.
And real quick, as part of their sponsorship, now through October 7th, you can use their coupon code MOTL for 10% off your order at shop.geekjack.net. Thanks, GeekJack, for sponsoring. And now we are underway for Pool 25. First song is Glitter Expert 16. All right, so Sota Fujimori song.
So real quick, the song list for this pool, we have Glitter, as you can see with the players playing right now. Boss Rush, Sector, Continue to the Real World, and the two random songs are Engraved Mark and Flower. Glitter was chosen by Ram, Boss Rush was chosen by Famos, Sector was chosen by XEPHER, and Continue to the Real World was chosen by Marten.
Yo, shout out to No Pack Seated. You're right, I think we need a redraw because what is Flower CSP doing in this set when it should only be 15s and 16s?
That's true.
And yeah, Mr. 3D, Glitter is such a good song. One of Sota Fujimori's very Sota songs. But man, he went too crazy with the rhythms in this one. Also, this is one where you get really punished if you don't do all the crossovers, or are at least very familiar to know where to double step.
Yeah, looking at, we're about halfway through, and it is honestly really close between Ram, XEPHER, and Marten. XEPHER is not really far behind. I can see that first place icon going back and forth between Ram and XEPHER.
Yeah. Dude, Ram's straight up just telling people what knee injury.
Ram has starting to pick up a little bit of a lead right here, around 15 EX.
Yeah, we're coming up towards the end where it really starts to sound like AI. But nothing too tricky. So it looks like, oh, now it's second and third that are trading off between Marten and XEPHER.
And Ram takes it!
Yo. Dude. Bro, I was literally talking...
As the crowd right behind us is hyped up.
Yeah, bro, I was talking to Ram yesterday. He wasn't even sure if he was going to compete today. Bro, pulling a Paul Pierce on y'all.
And it looks like we also have a third place tie between Famos and XEPHER with 2022. As we get to the second song in the set, Continue to the Real World. Absolute banger.
Yeah.
One of, if I believe, one of the last few Golden League songs for A3.
Ooh, I'm not good with trivia. If someone wants to fact check Safari on that one, I just see new song and I press play. I do not look at where it comes from.
And so looking at the scores, it looks like Famos has a PFC on it. Ram looks like a very low perfect count flag. XEPHER with, wow. XEPHER with 12 perfects.
Yeah, never mind. Yeah, these players are...
And also Marten with another PFC on it as well.
Yeah, look at these tryhards. What the heck? Why can't they just have, like, normal people scores? What the heck?
So here we go, the second song of the set.
Oh, man. Yeah, audience is hyped for this one, y'all. Yeah, given everyone's scores, it's anyone's game going into it.
Yes. I do have to agree, this... I would have to say this is probably one of my favorite 16s, both song and charts as well. So as we get to the opening, it also is kind of similar to like the gimmicks that A3 was kind of releasing around that time with like the slowdowns and everything that like along with like songs like Stagel that was like kind of releasing around the time with like the little short gimmicks and everything.
Hold on, y'all. It's not just our headsets picking this up. Someone is like stepping so crispy that I can hear it on the headset.
I can
hear that. It's wild. Especially because like everyone's basically wearing Nike Frees, which are known to be like really squishy.
As we get to the first run here. Awesome.
Dude, it's still such a close match, like about getting close to halfway through.
Ram has a little bit of a lead, but so far, looks like XEPHER did pick up a grade.
Yeah, these single-digit leads don't always last too long.
So did Famos. As we're about to get into the next run, into the slowdown of the song.
Yeah, trainer Trey, that's a good way to put it. Stepping with intention.
All the players nail that slowdown. Ooh, Ram did pick up a grade right there, right after the ending of it.
Still up 3 to second place Marten right now, but
yeah, Ram is still up, but it's going back and forth between him and Marten right now.
We still have about a quarter of the song left, so anyone can still win this.
Yeah, it's
now
really
it's a difference
close.
of one.
Difference of 1 EX between Ram and Marten, and as we get to the little stutter.
Yo,
right
now
here,
it's 0. Yeah, it's basically high. Oh my goodness.
Ram picked it back up.
Yo!
And Marten takes it right at the end of the final run.
Yo, what a close match. Holy crap. That was
25 perfect PFC.
Yo, that first second place indicator was like just tripping y'all until the very like last 5 steps. Whoa.
Ram with 29 and 2. Yeah, that first place indicator was bouncing back and forth between Ram and Marten for most of, if not all of the last half of the song.
Yeah, visual artifacts. Hate to see this pool play.
Wow, that was fun to watch.
Yo, that's high. Dude, yeah, people are chattering like right behind us. But yeah, expect this level of quality DDR gameplay from Mistake on the Lake.
All right, so we are going to get to, I believe, the second set, which is going to be, I think, both of the random songs. I do believe that PFC that Marten did get was actually an up score. Yeah, I believe his previous PB was around 32 perfects, I think.
Cool. And real quick, shout outs to the TOs helping out, like just choosing the songs, making sure everything is working out. For this pool, it's Spubby and Pat Ball.
We got Spubby and Pat Ball, and then we have Rana sitting next to us right now. Yep, so we have Flower and Engraved Mark as the 2 random songs of the set. Yeah, talking about Flower, everyone most likely knows, probably one of the most misrated charts when it came out. Originally was a 17
No, it was correct.
On
No, it was correct.
X3 versus Second Mix.
The way I scored this song, it's a 17, bro. You'll never see so many grades hit all at once when you watch me play.
And then was re-rated down to a 15, where everyone agrees that's where it belongs.
Yeah, some people. Anyway, shout outs to the head of Konami Music Department, DJ Yoshitaka. Moving up that corporate ladder. Way to make it in the Japanese business life, my boy.
So here we go. So it looks like Ram and Famos had a PFC. I saw XEPHER had a AAA on it, but I did not see what Marten had. So chat, if anyone knows what Marten had before we started the song.
But just like financial recommendations and podcasts, past performance does not equal future success. So although PBs help us determine how familiar people are with the song, like in a live tournament, it's anyone's game.
Yeah, so with this song, a lot of syncopated rhythms going on for most, if not all of it. As we get to it right here.
Yeah, this is where it's very infamous. Like, I don't understand these rhythms, but these players sure do.
I could see XEPHER was having a little bit of a trouble at the start here, but it looks like he's starting to find the MA window. But yeah, it looks like right now the lead is just popping back and forth between Ram, Famos, and Marten right now.
Man, it's quite fitting. It's like, I think there's the first 15 of this pool, and it's like pool 1 that people held the PFC's the shortest. Thank you, DJ Yoshitaka.
All right, so as we get to nice little break, it looks like Famos is up by only 2 EX. Marten is not far behind either, so is Ram.
Yeah, especially according to Wampa, like, Ram loves this song. I think people thought that this was his pocket pick, but I think, yeah, this is one of the random songs chosen to be a card draw.
Famos did pick up a little bit of a miss there on one of those runs.
Yeah, right now it's the top 3 are still very close, but Marten, it's getting close to the end, and Marten's up 6 or so.
As we get to the final jumps right here, and it looks like Marten is going to take it by 7 EX.
Ooh, that's good to know. Thank you, Scott. Toilet paper, DDR. I think Teos will check in on him with that and see if he wants to get any intervention.
Alright, so as we get to Engraved Mark.
Alright, cool.
So looking at the scores,
if y'all see on screen, yeah, there we go. Yeah, XEPHER showing off. He just means so much aura by having one of his friends pick up a fan from his bag. You see him just fanning himself while waiting for Engraved Mark to start. What a lad.
Yeah, so looking at the scores right here, it looks like everyone has a AAA on this. Famos with what looks like to be a 1 or 2 grade flag.
Looks about 2 grades. Looks like Ram has a 992K TV. XEPHER has a triple 990, and Marten has a 993. This song used to be a 16, and given my hatred for drills, like, I think it should still be a 16. But we'll see. Very much it's gonna be a can you avoid rushing, because the drills in this song, the box runs are nasty.
Yep.
Get ready.
Yeah, to start off, all players are doing really well. They definitely found the sync on this song.
Yeah, all players. Ram did pick up a great, but
Yeah,
everyone else still holding onto a gold combo.
Yeah,
right
PFCs
now.
don't matter in tournament, y'all. Just look at me getting a PFC in tournament yesterday, getting 3rd place on it when the other 2 players did not PFC.
Yeah, unfortunately we did run out of soap, so if you PFC anything, unfortunately can't get anything. Can't get any soap.
No worries, I'll still be a stinky gamer before and after this tournament.
I found that out the hard way yesterday.
Yeah, more people should have PFC'd in tourney if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, so looking like Ram is up, but only by a few EX with Famos and Marten not far behind.
Yeah, it's still so close. It's a 1 point lead. 2 points are differentiating first to 3rd right now.
Yeah, it is really close. Famos only up by a few EX, but it's going back and forth. This is still really close to call.
Yeah, if you notice us commentators staying quiet, it's because we're just enjoying the match.
Yeah, it's Marten and Ram are just really close. Famos is not far behind at all. We only have a little bit of the song left. It's
starting between 0 and 1.
Anybody's. Oh, Marten takes it.
Marten picks it up at the final box run at the end of the song. That's crazy, y'all.
All right, so after the 2nd set, before we go into the 3rd, let's recap on some of these points right now.
Looks like everybody PB'd on this song too.
Yeah. Wow, I just noticed that's a PFC by Marten. 34 perfect PFC.
Yeah, that was, dude, so many nail
Wow.
biters in this pool.
All right, so before we get into the third set, let's just give a little recap on the points right here. So we have Marten, who is currently leading with 29. Ram in second with 21. Famos in third with 10, and XEPHER in fourth with 4. So if I had to guess, I'd assume Marten is most likely moving on. But again, anything could happen in this last set. But as of right now, Marten has a pretty decent-sized lead in terms of the ranking points that we have.
Also, something I was reminded of, just in case people in the audience are wondering, there is actually a rule set up for Mistake on the Lake for audio offset, a new option that was introduced in World like about a month, 2 months ago or something.
Something like that, yeah.
Very controversial when it came out, especially for like how TOs were going to handle it. And I think they're doing a great job at Mistake on the Lake, which is you're allowed to use it, but you are capped at plus or minus 9 milliseconds for audio offset, just in case like other people around you may be distracted by like your steps being different in time from others. It's still good enough to be very, very useful on certain songs, but not so much so that you can just use it to be purposefully rude to opponents who are distracted by different timing.
And the usual display offset, that could be set to anything. There's no rule against that. It's mainly just the new audio offset that came out recently.
Yep.
But yeah, we have Boss Rush and Sector as our final 2 songs of this pool.
Yeah, Boss Rush, one of the most famous Usao like rhythm game songs in arcade.
Yeah, so let's look at the scores. Ram with a 997, Famos with a
PFC 53.
PFC.
XEPHER had a 995.
And Marten, I believe, had a 991, so pretty much
Yeah.
mostly similar between the 3. Famos looking real comfortable with this chart with a nice PFC.
Yeah, a lot of stuff going on. A lot of nasty like drill sort of things, rhythm, step jumps in the slowdown. Several box runs throughout, and then the ending, if you do all the crossovers, like full of Scoobies, full of crazy patterns.
But talk about another song that is an absolute banger.
Yeah. Love me everything about Usao except this Twitter timeline.
We almost did pick up a miss there with one of those jumps. As we get to the first slowdown, Ram is holding on, but it's, again, between him and Marten with real close EX.
Yeah. Yeah, first through third are very, very close. Yeah, this is one of those songs where the slowdown kind of, before concept was introduced, like, the music kind of telegraphed that the speed up was happening a couple times throughout the slowdown. Very tricky, very easy to get confused and start up too soon. Don't ask me how I know. But now it's getting to a small break in the song before it starts picking up with like a lot more runs and screams.
As we get to the next run right here.
Yeah, just a lot of little 16th note bursts before a bunch of step jumps and crossovers come up.
Yeah, it's still, Ram is still holding on, but it's, again, him and Marten just going back and forth by a few EX.
Oh, again, it's too close to call. I just want to stay shut up and not influence anything.
Yeah, I believe it's mainly going to come down to this last box run right here.
Oh.
Marten pulled out.
Yo, Marten lost like 5 EX lead on that final little run, but still pulls out first place and got the PFC. Oh, whoops, did not get the PFC.
43-2 though is still really good.
Yo, even like, yeah, a lot of impressive scores across the board. All right, now we're heading into our final song of this pool with Sector 16. Man, this one has some real tricky parts to it. There's like a little stutter stop, like 2/3 of the way in. There's a slowdown with like the impossible rhythm, at least to me, the time. It starts off with a really nasty left-right drill at the beginning of the song that like, before audio offset was a thing, like, man, you have to just adjust to the sync. Not Rush, you get like 20 grades, don't ask me how I know. But overall, like a really good 16.
Yeah, so looking at the scores that we have right now, it looks like Ram and Famos both have, or Ram, Famos, and XEPHER, all three have a PFC. Marten with a 996 AAA, though.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot in this pool and just throughout the tournament. Like, just because someone has something PFC and someone does not determine who has like an advantage going in. Like so many of these players too, like unless you're in Life 4 really grinding out comprehensive requirements, playing everything all the time, oftentimes like some of these scores that are PBs are years old and nowhere near reflective of what people are capable of now. And then with the weird thing between like Dave & Buster's and round one with Dave & Buster's still being on 820 plus, some players that are DMB mains have been like playing most of their scores and like their PBs are on 820 plus. And then of course, people play at home, Step Mania, other things where they might be building up their strengths and scores there, and it's not going to be shown in their profiles.
All right, so let's get into it with the...
Ooh. Yeah, right now I think Marten picked up like 6 perfects on that first drill. Like I said, it's really hard to time. Nothing comes before it, so like you're guessing into what the thing is like.
Yeah, so as we get to the slowdown right here, it's real close. Famos and Ram are going real back and forth.
Yeah. Still plenty of song left, so even both players on the right cab being 3rd and 4th, they can still win. This is where it picks up again.
Now, so far, everyone is still holding on to gold right now.
Yeah. And I mean, this is still very much a 16, but as far as 16s go, especially this set, much more chill. Less stamina, less foot speed, but tricky.
Much more chill. Pretty much not as hard as like the other 16s that we've seen so far.
Yeah. And still, almost 2/3 of the way in, and first and second place are still lean, separated by
Famos
like
did
single
drop
digits.
one of the holds right there.
Yeah, that whole drop is kind of sus. We'll probably have to investigate right after this.
As you can see, Ram did pick up a great run.
Yeah, both players on right cap still holding on to the PFCs, and yet still 3rd and 4th. It's like money scores are a scam, y'all.
Yeah, it is real close between Famos and Ram right now. It is going back and forth as we get to the end. Famos takes it.
Oh.
But
yeah, Marten still PFC'd.
Marten did PFC, and that's a new PFC for him.
Yeah, and XEPHER had a PFC going on until right at the end. A nice curtain call for pool 25.
And as Rana made the announcement, Marten has moved on once again to pool 26.
Yeah, this is now the 3rd pool that Marten has won